Hey, 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 welcome to Bridging the Seen and Unseen. I am your host. I am Shane, and this is the wonderful Gwen. How are you? Are we freezing up already?
I am. I
Okay.
am.
All right. I hear you. I hear you
It's
now.
me.
I hear you now. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. My wife's home anyway. So that's all good. I'm really excited about tonight. I love these two. Um, and I'm just really excited. I've had them both individually. But let's go ahead and bring them on. The founders of Ashes to Echoes, Brittney Bickett and Larry Eissler.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Thank you
Hi.
guys for being on. It's great having you too. I'm really excited about it because, like I said, I've had you guys, individually, you with your mom and Larry, I've had you once or twice already, on this show. Um, but never as a team. And I love what you guys have done and what you guys are doing right now. So why don't you just start off? Everybody knows who you are, so just tell everybody, how you guys came with this idea on a new team and getting everything the way it is.
That's all on her.
Okay. Well, what's up? Brittney Bickett here. So Larry and I have known one another for quite some time now, and we have worked together quite a bit. And the opportunity presented itself to where we kind of just scoot on along to do our own thing. So we just decided to create this team. We have amazing people that have joined us now, and it's so far so good. Busy, busy though.
Yeah, you guys really have. And every time that you guys post something or you'll post like a new person that's joined, I try to share it to like 40 or 50 different platforms, like every time I get a chance to, because I really like what you guys are doing. And like I see some of the videos and everything, and it looks like so much fun. Brittney, one of the first times that I really got a chance to see you, it was when all that drama was starting in the paranormal field.
What drama? There's always
Well,
drama.
Hello.
you'll know exactly in just a second. You were sitting in the vehicle, and I think you sang "Amazing Grace,"
Okay.
and I was like, wow, she's got a really beautiful voice. And I started just seeing what you guys were doing, like individually, and you guys were going everywhere. And I just love your energy that you put behind it. And Larry, you're a character. When you go on your lives and stuff, I always try to pop on and say hey to you. But I love the fact that you two were together, and I love the fact that you two took this team and put this team together. Now, what do you guys have going now? And like, since you guys have already come out and told everybody, what are some of the things you guys have going on right now?
Oh my gosh, so much. But I will let Larry take this one since I
Larry,
answered the
yeah,
first
come on,
question.
bud.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I just want to say that I wish everybody
Larry
could
can't hear
see.
you.
I'm right here. What happened?
Can you guys hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
I can hear him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brittany, you
What?
broke it.
Yeah.
You broke it.
Well, I guess just fill me in. I can't hear
You're
him.
gonna have to read my lips. You have to read my lips. So, if only they could read our private chat, because her and I've been going back and forth, ripping at each other the whole time. So, using up our best content in the private chat. We do have a lot of things going on. We have a brand new episodic series that we just started. We filmed the last little bit of it on Monday and Tuesday of last week. Had 2 days off where we both got no sleep, and then went into Days of the Dead, the largest horror convention in the Chicago area, with like 10,000 people for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's been a busy week, but The show that we're in the process of, we should be announcing it within the next month here. We have a very large project called Mark of the Trinity, which is a darker documentary from the Jericho Haunted Trinity in Wisconsin. That was intense. That's got some great stories.
I love Jericho.
Jericho's great, but oh boy, is something there. Something is there.
Yes.
And we have so much in the works that I forget all of what we have. So that's really the big things is Mark of the Trinity, and then we've got this new show coming up soon.
So are you guys doing any collabing with different teams or people?
So I couldn't hear anything he said. I can hear everyone else fine, but I cannot hear Larry now for whatever reason. So I have no idea what happened. But yes, so our main focus for this team is to do collabs. And we want to showcase other teams and or individuals that want to investigate with us. And all of these will be put into, whatever episodic show we're doing or documentary. And it's just, we want to bring people together. So, we have I think 8 total people right now on our team. So Larry and I are trying to make it fair for everyone. So, one collab is, 2 other investigators with us, and then we'll pull 2 others. So everyone can have this big roundabout thing with other people and, just continue meeting and, just progressing in the field.
Now, have you guys been to locations that you didn't go to before, or most of the things that you go to together now as a team, places that you guys have been even together?
It's kind of a little bit of both. The first episode that we shot, that is a location that we've never been to before. The second episode is one we've been to. The third episode we're planning is one we've never been to before. The fourth one is one we've never been to before. The fifth one is one we've never been to before. So it just kind of, it depends on, number one, who's going to go and where we're going to go. So for example, the second episode that we filmed, we're going to use the celebrity guest investigation we did. Cindy, who is our other founder, the third founder, she's never been to Broadhead Manor before.
Oh, so, wow. Yeah.
It's important for her to not only get that experience, but also Robert Carradine and Christopher Atkins.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So for them, it's new.
I missed it all.
No, he was talking about the celebrity and everything that you guys have going on, that you're bringing, the celebrity investigation, and he was just naming some of the stuff that you guys are doing. Man, I'm so excited for you guys, and I think everybody that's in the paranormal field is excited for you guys. Now, the name that you guys have, where did that come from?
Hang on just a minute, Brittney. Yes. I'm gonna pull you back and see if I pull you back up if your sound will work. StreamYard is messing up.
I feel so lonely.
I know.
Oh,
hold on. Pause for a minute. Just pause for the lady.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's try this again.
I am so lonely.
I can hear you, Larry.
Can you guys hear each other?
I can hear her fine.
Okay.
But she can't hear me.
She can't hear
Nope.
All right,
can't hear me either.
Can you go back out, go all the way out of StreamYard and come back in? I know it's a pain. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm
sorry. It's the gremlins.
Wow, Brittney. Wow. God. Well, that's the worst part because.
Yeah, mine's glitching, and I apologize. I don't know what's going on. I don't.
Hey, if that's the worst thing that's going to happen tonight, we'll be fine.
Agreed.
Sure. Well, unfortunately, the question you asked is the best question for her because she's the one who named the team.
We'll wait. We'll wait. Can
you hear me now?
I can.
Good.
Can you hear us?
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. All right.
Don't touch anything.
All right. Hold on 1 second, guys. Gremlins, go away.
There you go.
Gremlins, go away. All right. How about the name, Britt? You got to tell me about it.
Okay. So my spirit guide actually gave that to me. So Larry and I had been talking, like kind of throwing around name ideas, and well, actually, I don't even think we were throwing around name ideas at that point. He was just like, "Hey, we need to get a name. We need to
You
get a
sent me
name."
3.
That's fair. Okay, I have a terrible memory, but
Okay.
this one kept popping up, popping up, popping up, and then I just kept feeling like, this is it. You have to do this. This is your name. This is your name. And it was like a male energy, male voice type thing in my mind. Probably schizophrenic. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with it. With my guide.
Yes.
And I sent it to Larry, and Larry was like, yes, that one. And I'm like, okay, thank goodness. Cause I had, shot over a few other names. And this one, though, was just calling my name. So I love that he, latched onto that pretty quickly as well. So, and it has a really deep meaning behind it, which
That's please tell everybody about that.
You want me
Larry
to
found
read it?
that. Yeah, please do.
All right, hold on. I got to pull it up. We got it
While
pinned.
you do that, it just makes sense now. Like once he sent this to me, I was like, this was 100% my guide. There is a reason for this. And everything just made perfect sense.
You ready?
Yeah.
From ashes to echoes signifies a journey where something that was once destroyed or insignificant, ashes, transforms into something that remains, resonates, or is remembered, echoes. It suggests a process of enduring impact where even from utter devastation, a lasting legacy or a lingering memory emerges. The phrase suggests a powerful comeback after a period of complete failure or disaster, much like the mythical phoenix rising from its own ashes.
Oh,
So
wow.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah.
That is powerful. That is.
It really is.
But you guys, honestly, I know you guys were working together before you came with Ashes to Echoes. I know you guys were, but Brittney, are you still involved with what your mom's doing?
Not at all. We have split ways.
Oh, completely.
So, yep. But I wish her the best. And now we are both off doing our own stuff.
Hey, you need to spread your wings and get out there too, and I love the fact that you were with your mom for so long, and I think that was awesome. But I always wondered why you weren't, out. And then when I saw that you guys were building and creating a team together, I was like, man, this is perfect for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys got a good one.
Brittney is an incredible team leader, both in the investigation and outside of it. So it was definitely time for her to step up and do what she does best.
Thank you. That's
and I will say, since I've been, chatting with you guys, that you seem lighter. You seem lighter.
We'll leave it there. Yes.
Yeah. You definitely do. You definitely do. I mean, Brittney, like the pictures that you show when you guys are there, the funny faces that you make, and I love your jump scare videos too.
Yep, that's me. But yeah, I just like the name suggests, it's just you're rising from the ashes, and everything just kind of happened at the right time, and it was really like full steam ahead. Like as soon as we came out that we were a new team, it's just been like whoop all the way up. So we're like, this is what we were meant to do.
So,
Larry, I've been following you guys for sure.
Oh yeah, Larry. Now, how did you know that this is the direction you wanted to go to?
So that's a complicated answer. It's a very complicated answer. Brittney and I are very close. Mm-hmm. Over the summer, we posted a lot about twinsy powers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there are things that we can feel if each other are having a bad day, or it's like, hey, I'm getting the feeling this is something that's going to be good. So as soon as she sent the list of names, I honed in on the one that I felt was the important one, which come to find out was the one that she was honing in on. But besides for all that on the spiritual side, her and I just working together a lot as it is. There's a lot of trust there to where, you know, when one person's like, hey, I think we should really consider doing this. It's not, okay, well, you know, do we really need to do this? Is this going to be good for us? It's okay, let's just do it. And it'll work out. It'll work out. So, you know, sometimes she has great ideas, like this new show. You know, we built that one together. Other times she has us doing a back-to-back double Estes in a mirror room scrying under red light.
The best idea, mind you.
Until it wasn't.
That is very cool, that actually is.
Thank you.
That is cool. That is cool, but it is seriously dangerous.
Oh yeah. It sure was.
Yeah.
It sure was, Brittney.
I've been through worse.
Somebody had to carry you out of the building.
Yeah.
So the problem though that we have is she has these, we'll call them creative ideas. And
that's very nice.
Somebody should be like, whoa, that's not a good idea. That somebody's not me.
So you're not that voice of reason.
He's the enabler.
Yeah.
Larry the enabler.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
When you guys do your scrying and stuff like that, like I've seen many people do it different ways. What's the best way that you guys have seen it? Do you guys use like a red light, or do you guys use like a flashlight, a candle? You know, what's the best way that you found for the results on scrying?
So I don't typically scry. I used to, but it gives me really, really bad headaches. And the last time I had done it was probably a couple years ago, and freaked me out because I completely morphed into somebody new. You know, I could see that. It was crazy. But for this one, I was just like, you know, maybe I won't really see anything. I was wearing Larry's Delco goggles, so they had like the flashing red lights, and I was facing all of the mirrors. And I'm like, well, if I like kind of open one eye, I can see. And then I'm like, do I do it? I don't know. And then he's back to back to me because, like he was explaining just a little bit ago, like we are very energetically and spiritually connected. So we knew that our energies together would blow up.
Sure did. They sure did.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, I mean, it was a terrible idea, but so good on film.
Oh, but what happened, guys? What happened? You guys got to share that. You can't just bring me up to a point, be like, "Oh, I'm pulling that away."
Why don't I start it and then you finish it?
Okay.
All right. So this takes place in Jericho. Gwen, you've been there.
Yes.
We're in the basement of the school in the cold storage room. And it is literally the size of a freezer. It's like a 10 by 8 concrete room because they put shelves in there. It was cold. So they put mirrors in there. We put 2 chairs in there. It's literally as wide as the chairs. So we're the only things in there surrounded by concrete and mirrors. And her and I are back to back. And it's your typical Estes session, other than the fact that we've got a whole bunch of cameras and red light in there. And because of our connection and how spiritually linked we are, eventually when you do watch the footage, we're like talking about the same thing in our Estes with 2 different devices, 2 different headphones.
Hold on. You both were Estes? You both were doing it?
Yeah. Back to back.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So Neil, our friend Neil, is in the other room. He's in the kitchen against the sink by the wall. So he's a good 10 plus 15 feet away. And because he's got a little microphone on, you know, he can talk a little quieter. And there's no way we're going to hear him, right? So, you know, it starts off normal, and then all of a sudden I start tripping balls.
Putting it lightly.
I'm seeing this amorphous light just like moving around, changing colors. I remember saying, oh, that's a really pretty color, purple, because purple is my favorite color. And I love the fact that all this is purple. So, and then it shifts into a New York subway, but an old subway, where instead of the light being white, the light is red. So, you know, everything's black and red pretty much. And I'm just like, I'm in a subway. There's a railing in front of me. If I look down this way, it's a stairwell that leads up into the darkness. And I'm just going on and on and on about the subway. And here's Brittney behind me talking about trains. And it's like, oh, okay, that was pretty strange. And then as I'm going more into this, I start tripping balls even more. And she starts talking about things that I'm talking about, and it got really intense. So that's not the important part. The important part is eventually Neil, who's asking the question in the kitchen, starts getting a little freaked out. Stuff is happening in the kitchen with him, and he literally says he was about to leave us in there and leave the building.
We would have died.
We would have been there for forever. Like, Neil? Hello? Hello, Neil?
Oh.
So eventually, he taps us out, and he and I are chatting, and Brittney's behind me facing the mirrors, and she's removing everything as slow as possible. And go ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't know at that point. I've just seen the footage, you know, and for me, like I was there. I was taking off my equipment, like I was ready to go reset. I probably need some snacks, some water, but on the camera, it's like super slow-mo, and they started talking to me and I just wasn't there. I couldn't hear anything. It was weird. It was like I was lost in my head. It was like this weird far away like echo. Like I thought that I could hear them, but I couldn't actually hear them. And it's like I was screaming like, come get me, right? And there's just this point in frame where they finally get my attention, and I look over, my face facing the mirror, completely morphed, not me, but the other camera has my normal face. Like, and Neil and Larry are spazzing. We got to get her out. And they go to get me out, but I can't move.
Spazzing.
Well, maybe not spazzing, but you were like, well, Neil, how Neil is.
Neil was, yeah.
Gotta get her out. We got to get her out now. Right?
Right.
But we go out of this doorway, and I just see like this massive black void in the ground. I'm like, I can't go. I'm going to fall in the hole. Like whatever I'm saying at this point. And Larry's like, there's nothing there. And I'm like, I can't go. Like I'm freaking out. And he's like, I don't know if you said you trust me. It was something along those lines, I think. Like, and you finally got me over the threshold. And then it happened again.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing I know is close your eyes, and I'm being swung up, and he's running me out like this, like carrying me out. So it was intense.
And she said, "Go, your back. I'm gonna hurt your back, girl. No, you're not gonna hurt my back. Trust me, I'm fine."
I don't know.
No, Larry, what were you experiencing? Did you have something similar where you had to, step out and get some air, or was it just her?
Well, yeah. Mine happened the night before, also at Jericho, in the attic of the convent. I'm doing a hour-long Estes up there with Neil while she's in the church doing her thing. And
all by myself. Rude.
Were you in the sanctuary or in the basement of the church?
The basement, all by myself for an hour, freaking out. But
What?
I got good evidence.
She did.
Yep.
She did. I'll give her that.
It's intense in there, Shane. It's intense.
So I'm up there doing my thing. I'm sitting in my chair doing the Estes, and all of a sudden I'm like, my neck is really tight. I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I need to get a lot of Estes content for this documentary. If I tap out now, I'm not going to have enough. I'm just going to push through this. And my neck just gets tighter and tighter, as if something is choking me the whole time I'm doing this Estes. And I'm feeling jolts of like lightning through my legs. Feeling things, on my shoulders really tight. And eventually, we finish with the worst timing ever by Neil. He goes to get up, he goes to tap me out, and I go, wait. And he goes, okay, what else do you have to say? Or something like that. And I start delivering this message from a female spirit. Something along the lines of him and her stick together as one, yada, 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 yada. And then before spirit moving forward. And then before the spirit continues the message, he freaking taps me out. And I watch it back, and I'm like, ah.
But after she said moving forward, it said him and her basement
Yes.
church or something like that.
Yeah.
So mind you, I'm all by my lonesome already in the basement of the church.
Right.
So
right.
it was
But
crazy.
while I'm getting choked, you're feeling stuff.
Yeah, I'm feeling Larry. Like something's just terribly, terribly wrong. And at this point, like I was getting great SLS footage. And then the moment I'm like on camera, I don't even know if I turned it around or whatever, but I was like, something's wrong with Larry. Like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. The SLS figure just whoop, gone.
Oh, you knew it. You knew it too.
I knew it.
She could feel it.
And so I'm on the camera. I'm like, I'm so sorry, Larry, you're going to hate me, but I'm leaving this solo. I'm coming to check on you. Like, I'm just, like trying to talk about it on my way out the door. And then Jen's out there to meet me and she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, I got to get to Larry. So we like walk up to the convent where he's having his Estes, but we like open the door a little bit and I hear him and Neil still talking. It was just normal talking at that point, and maybe it wasn't, but from my vantage point, like where I was, I couldn't really hear. And I was like, hey Jenny, everything sounds calm. So I remember looking at Jen and I'm like, shit, I gotta go back in there by myself, don't I? I have to go make up my time. And she's like, yep. And I'm like, this sucks. I don't want to go back in there. So I go back in and, SLS just completely died out of nowhere. So once that first time I heard it, figure's gone, SLS just gone, and it was fully charged. So at this point, I have some other stuff out, and then I set a REM pod up, and it's just, that whole second session of me in there by myself is just me talking about Larry. Like I knew something was wrong. And every time I was talking about Larry, something going on, the REM pod's like, beep, 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 beep. And I was like, okay, like I gotta go. I don't care how mad he is, what footage we're not getting at this point. Like something is wrong. I know it. And so I bolted again. I left everything there. So, and then as soon as I get in, he's coming down the stairs, like not good, like red marks all over his neck. Like it just wasn't him. And instantly I'm like, I was told this for a reason. And here we are.
I remember coming down the stairs and then I walked into the dining room where the big table is. And she was at the table and I remember her looking at me and her eyes got big. And I go, I got beat the fuck up and I need to go sit down. So I went and I sat on the couch in the living room area. And how long was I in there before I'm calling for you?
Maybe 2 to 3 minutes. And you just text me, I need you. Okay. Because I was giving you space. I didn't know what you needed at that point. So we all stayed in the dining area while he went and kind of decompressed. And then he's like, I need you. So I went in there and it was not good.
At that point, I don't really remember much of anything else until we got outside.
Yeah, I made you go outside.
Yeah.
Was there anything particular that were you guys experiencing maybe the same entity or something of that energy? You think you guys were sharing it? I mean, who was first with that? Larry, did you go out first or did she?
What do you mean?
Like on that SS method or whatever that you guys.
I was already filming in the basement of the church.
Yeah, she was already in the basement. Because I had to get her set up first before I could set myself up.
Right.
So, but if you line up the footage based on when she started and then when I started, it happens at about the same moment. When I start getting choked, that's when she goes, something's wrong. But most of from what I imagine happened, all of her encounters in the basement of the church are that entity, and the ones that I encountered in the attic of the convent is something that she discovered on our first day that is hiding there, that disguises itself as something else.
Yes.
And because we called it out, now it's like, oh, okay.
It's gonna silence you.
It almost did.
So but why don't you guys go sorry about that. Go ahead.
Well, the story keeps going. Like
please.
So but again, I don't remember what all I said before we got outside, or even how long it took to get outside. I don't really remember much of anything until after I started recording video of you guys seeing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it took you a while to get outside. Hey. And, you know, I was like, we need to get off of this property. So we just walked across the street. And that way we could watch everything going on between the three buildings, because at this point, everybody's feeling something, everybody's seeing something. And I remember I had my back to it and I was facing, you know, Mike, Jen, and Neil and you. And all of a sudden, like, it was insane. At the same time, Mike and we both, like, I flipped around, like I felt something, it was like a force in my back. And his head snapped at the same time. And then as soon as we did, there was this crazy, like, tall, dark shadow figure. And then it had like minions, like dark figures next to it.
Little short ones.
And it was stalking us. So we would like walk and it would follow us and we'd walk. And so we were testing that. And now the whole group is seeing it. And people that don't typically see things are now seeing this. Neil. And then I start Neil. And then I start getting super affected. I'm, you know, getting really sick.
Oh, wow.
And then I think that's the night Mike got really, really sick. That's
the night where we all flipped.
Yeah, it was nuts. Like, this whole 3 days at Jericho are the wildest times I've ever had investigating. And I thought I've had some wild, crazy, scary stuff, but this, like, takes the cake.
Really?
And this is not even these aren't even the best parts, I promise you.
Oh, man.
It gets
That's
you got sleep there?
No, thank God.
That trip we did not. We do have to go back. I have to get a little bit more B-roll and drone footage. And when we shot the interviews for that trip, it was on the morning of the third day. Well, the most ridiculous stuff happened the evening of the third day. So now we have to go back and shoot interviews to talk about the investigation for the third day. So when we do go back, we'll be staying in the convent then. And we're going to stay in the most haunted room in the convent, owned by the angry nun. And we'll see what she does.
I'm not thrilled.
I stayed there. Yeah, I slept in, I think it was that room.
So when you go up the stairs, which way?
I'm trying to think.
Or like if you're walking out,
right,
so you're in the main hallway.
Okay.
I wonder if that's.
I know the bathroom. Okay, the bathroom. If I'm looking at the bathroom, it's right here. Right. The room that I stayed in was right here. I can't remember which way.
It's a different room. It's a different room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I was in the other room, but somebody else decided to stay in that one. But I have to tell you when we're not on the show. Y'all go on with your stuff. I'll have to tell you later.
Sure, that's okay. That's all right. Well, we'll be going back, and we'll be not only staying in that room and getting the shots we need to get for the documentary, but kind of like how we talked about before when Brittney couldn't hear me, you know, when we go to places we've already been to before, it's important to bring investigators that have never been there. So it's still a new experience for them. You know, we're going to try to bring investigators that have never been there before, the ones that we feel can handle it,
right,
to get their experience and see what they think.
Wow,
that's interesting.
And it's crazy because, you know, we were like talking about, you know, our experiences here and there, like during the filming and after when people were asking, and then they were like, these people that had gone, they're like, what? Nothing happened at Jericho, or it was just, you know, love and light, Casper's here and there. And we're like,
but then you talk to some people that have the juju powers, and they're like, oh, you saw it. Yeah, we saw it.
The juju powers. I like that. The juju powers. That's great.
I got the hoodoo.
Yeah. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about the history of Jericho's, because they hear you talking about it, but I'm sure there's someone here that don't know what's so crazy about this place.
So in terms of what the place was, it's one property with 3 buildings. I would call it a medium-sized ish Catholic church, a little house that they call a convent, and a 4-room school, all Catholic. all
Wow.
used at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of that, you know, like most Catholic schools that are a century old, you have a lot of really nasty corporal punishment. There are stories of nuns busting open knuckles with rulers and all sorts of nasty stuff like that. You do have the story of the priest that did things he shouldn't have done. That was a major part of the community. And then the thing that I think is the most important, and I don't know if it's anything I should say openly quite yet, is there's something in that building that was removed that was never supposed to be removed, and that caused literally all hell to break loose
Because it was removed.
because it was
Yes.
removed. So as if the item itself that was removed caused a vacuum, and that vacuum sucked in something that wasn't supposed to be there.
Yep.
So,
Wow.
and I'm sure
Wow.
Gwen knows what I'm talking
I
about.
want to go back. Yeah, I want to go back myself to test some things out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm
that's
nervous.
that's wild, guys.
You know, and why I was there too, like I got burnt. I can't say what it was because that will be on the documentary.
Big surprise.
This burn,
Right.
at least that big on my back.
Like you literally got
your sports
burned.
bra.
Yeah. And
It's-
then
Oh,
but it's under her sports bra. So like it went
Yeah.
through the thick strap.
Yep. And then multiple other burns. And then even the day after, like when we were setting up to do these interviews, I was getting scratched
Mhm.
nonstop. And this is daytime, right? You know, and I'm like, it's fine. We're setting up for interviews. And at this point, we're in the church doing the interviews. And like, I'm going down quick. Like, it just kept messing with me. And Neil had to, I think he put like 7 holy water crosses on me. I'm not kidding, like everywhere. And then everything just stopped.
smart man.
Well,
So,
not necessarily though,
Yes. Very.
because some of the things he was doing was also pissing things off and causing it to attack.
yeah. Yeah,
So
that's true.
I don't remember which one it was, but
Oh.
I think he said the Lord's Prayer,
hmm
and then immediately after that, during an Estes, you started getting attacked.
Yeah.
So you know,
But in that
sometimes it's
moment, the
it's rough.
scratches stopped because I was
Yes.
like, I feel it here, I feel it here, I feel it here, like nonstop. And they're all looking at me, watching these scratches just form all of
Mhm,
up and down my shoulders, my back, like
mhm.
insane. And I'm like, just bathe me in holy water at this point. Do something. I can't do this. It was
So
nuts.
what do you guys think it is, you know, with the scratching and stuff like that? You know, I mean, people can come to their own conclusions about stuff, but you know, what's the feeling that you guys have and why possibly do you think you were the one getting was there anybody else there getting affected?
All of us.
Yes.
Wow.
But I was the only one with marks.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, not going to say what it is exactly. I'm not going to be like, it's a demon, but it obviously was
Oh
evil.
man. Yeah.
Very malevolent.
And yes,
Malevolent.
and I feel that I was being targeted because of my reading that I was doing from the moment I stepped on that property. And actually, the night before, so when Larry and I go and film, I know nothing. I don't know where we're going. I just know the dates and the time he's going to be here to pick me up because he wants my cold read. And the
Right.
night before, I had this insane nightmare. And I woke up and typed it into my notes at 12:36 a.m. So it's time stamped. So he knew that I wasn't, you know, writing it later down the line. And I sent it to him that morning.
Mhm.
Like I had this nightmare. And like as soon as we pulled up, boom, there's the one building I saw. I pointed to the exact room. I said a name that we found out on the 3rd day was a name. Like everything is just mind blowing. And then I was like telling the story about the priest, which people kind of know, but people were saying the wrong priest's name, and we were all in the bell tower for that. So I gave the real priest's name, and he
Oh,
was
you
not
knew it.
happy.
You knew it. Wow.
Yeah, I got juju powers.
Juju.
So I'm going through, and you know, I just call it how I see it. You know, whether these the evil things like her. I really don't care, but I think they need to come to light. And I think that's why I was being targeted so hard physically, because they were trying to shut me up. But I'm just really confused as why the one big one, like I still can't make sense of that and why, but it's weird now because now I have an obsession with this. I don't know what to call it. This
If
like
you want to
figure.
know what it is. Yeah.
What's that?
You
Well,
want to know what it is though.
Is it because you can't pinpoint it, or is it more on the fact is now that you've been affected by it, you want to know more about it?
I know what it is. I just haven't told her yet because we're waiting for later. So I've been speaking with people that have heard my version of it. They're waiting to speak to Brittney when it's time, and then they'll be remotely interviewed for the documentary to give us a detailed account of what it actually is. Because from everything that we've told you and things we haven't yet that I told this person, it lines up perfectly with normal accounts for this creature.
oh,
But it's not a demon. I will say that it's not a demon.
Okay. All right. That was going to be a question because a lot of people, they throw the word demon out there. But I'm telling you guys, the very first time I ever had a demonic encounter was inside of a church, and it was an active church.
Yeah.
Like the guy was behind. No,
doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, during service, like it was right before they started doing worship, and as soon as they started singing worship, the guy got thrown like 15 feet into a wall, and he started contorting, and his eyes turned jet black. I mean, that's the first time that I ever had one. And look, the devil loves a spiritual person in a spiritual place.
Sure.
And if he could tear that down,
not a demon or a devil. So
okay, good.
We're good.
Yeah,
We're
and
good.
I never felt that. I just know that it's not
Right.
nice. But the thing that was burnt onto my skin, like I now can't get enough of this. It's not a figure. I don't know what I would call that. Larry, help me out. Not the
just
malevolent,
an
whatever
entity,
that
evil
creature.
No, the thing that was burnt into my skin. I have an obsession with that.
Now we'll just call it an object.
Thank you, object. That's what I was looking for. But it's weird because now this object is popping up everywhere I go, even on Saturday, this past Saturday.
It did.
What do you mean? Is it popping up like in your thoughts or what?
Physically in the real world.
Yeah.
So it's like Jericho's calling us back. But we had just talked about returning to do those interviews. I think it was either Thursday or Friday.
It was Friday, and then I go into the Days of Dead were getting set up Saturday morning, and I am handed this thing
object.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, it's calling me. We're gonna go with it. It is what it is.
But
so don't say anything.
That we had though. There was another theory we had.
Okay, go ahead.
So one theory we had was that it was attacking Brittney for everything that she stated, but we also theorized that it was attacking Brittney as a way to get to me, because it could get to everybody else, but it wasn't able to get to me. It freaked Neil out pretty early on, and he was flipped. He was not himself. Mike and Jen were flipped pretty early on. They were not themselves. It wasn't until I got choked, she got freaked out, we went outside, and then went into the church and she got burned. That's when her and I flipped. So it was like going after her lowered my defenses because I stopped focusing on that and was focusing on her. And then all of a sudden now I'm affected now.
Wow.
I mean, you guys are so connected that would make sense that they're trying to, because you're a team. You're kind of,
Now,
Yeah.
this object that you don't have to tell what it is or anything. Is it an object that you still have, or is it there that?
I mean, I have a lot of different. I have this object kind of everywhere now. I mean, this is not something that was at the church and I had taken or anything like that.
Right.
But it's just an object that like consistently pops up for me now. And like I said, even Saturday morning, hey, and these were in earring form. Hey, I have free earrings. These are the only ones I have left. Oh shit. Go figure. Okay,
Go figure.
well, I'm gonna wear them.
Yeah.
And I wore them all day Saturday. No, it was Friday. It was Friday. We had just talked about it Friday. And then
Mhm.
when I got, because I wore them Saturday.
Yep.
And I was like, this is either a good thing or a bad thing. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out when we go back.
So when do you guys plan on going back?
Jericho is not a place to visit in the winter.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
The convent has some heat, electricity, working bathroom. The heat is better on the first floor than the second floor where the beds are. And the other
Yeah.
two buildings are not heated at all. And it's Wisconsin winter.
Oh yeah.
So you don't go in the winter. We don't have dates picked out or anything, but I'm looking at like a late spring, early summer.
Okay. All right.
Can you guys see the question?
Yeah, Nathaniel's talking about topas.
Okay. Shane can't read because he's on the phone, so let me read them out.
Yeah, please.
It's Nathaniel. He's saying, what is their opinion on thought form spirits? Sorry, there we go. Or the possibility of creating a spirit through multiple people imprinting the thought of specific spirit into an environment.
Topas. That literally, I think Brittney, you and I've talked about this. That's what a lot of the negativity in churches are. They're topas.
Mm-hmm.
All the gunk that you carry in and you absolve, it doesn't just disappear.
Yeah.
Whatever priest, father, reverend, whoever's doing it, it doesn't just go off into the ether and disappear. It goes somewhere. And a lot of times it tends to cluster into churches, and all that gunk just kind of hangs there. And if they don't do anything to cleanse the space, or if they don't fully cleanse the space, like, if they only cleanse the main floor, but they don't do the side rooms or the basement or whatever,
Right.
It can form in there, and it can turn into this negative entity that's not human. It's not a demon. It's not anything. It just is.
Nasty energy.
Just nasty energy. But it absorbed all the gunk that people put into it. And sometimes it can take on those characteristics.
Now, were you guys affected after you left?
I think we're still affected.
Yeah.
I think actually all 5 of us are still affected.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, we are.
I think there's a lot we're still processing.
Right.
And that, who knows how long that'll take. But for someone like Neil, who hasn't really had those experiences, something super dark like that, that's going to have a permanent effect on how he views the paranormal.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And it does, because he, like, during our panel at Days of the Dead, like, he was in our panel and we had talked about it, and he is very open about it now, and he's like, I have never experienced something like this. Like, that place is no joke, and this and like, we filmed the middle of June, and we're all still like trying to figure it out and theorizing certain things. And like, I think it's just a place that, well, at least maybe not place, but it was a place for us 5 for sure. And an experience that we all shared that I don't know if we're ever going to figure it out. I think it's going to be this weird, like, vicious circle for all of us constantly, because it wants us back, wants us back, wants us back. And we're all going to be like, okay, let's go do it.
Well, if you think about it, we got away.
Yeah.
Like, it wants us back because we got away.
Yeah.
But I know for Brittney and I, we actually just talked about this not that long ago too. When her and I switched while we were there, we can do that now. whether it's intentional or not, I can't say, but it happens now too, to where like I'm more grounded and a lot more calmer, and it's fine. It'll be okay. We'll work through it. It's not a big deal. If something starts to stress me out too much, she becomes that, and she'll be like, calm down. It's okay. We're totally fine. And then once I collect myself again, we switch back. So
It's just like
Interesting.
that. Like since that happened at Jericho, it's now like it's nothing for us. It's just so fluid, and it's crazy. You know, we are also trying to like understand this energy and spiritual connection that we share. You know, I'm sure Larry shares certain connections and stuff with other people, as do I, especially spiritually. You just find those people that you mold with really well.
You definitely
But
do.
this is this is just something off the charts. Like I know what he's thinking before he says it, and I'll say it out loud, and vice versa. You know,
It's weird.
as soon as I feel something, he's writing me. Like he already knows, and I'm like, shit, like I can't hide anything, and vice versa. It's just this crazy telekinetic thing. I don't know. It's nuts.
Yeah. We
So you
were
guys were there
chatting
in
one day.
June?
Yes.
Yeah. Her and I were chatting one day over messages. We weren't on the phone. It wasn't a call or anything. And she had said something, and I had seen something in my head. And then she immediately goes, "What did you just see?" It was like a reel. I saw the reel in your head. And I'm like, what the fuck? How did you see that? And then she starts talking about it, and I'm just like, all right, well, you asked for it. And then I start describing what I'm seeing, and it's just like, yep, that's exactly what she saw. I was like, all right, that's weird.
We're weird.
That's neat that you guys have that connection though.
I've never heard of a connection like that before.
But they're extremely rare. I watched a skeptic woman in an investigation, and they were using for EVPs and stuff like that. Everybody heard nothing, you know, in this EVP. And she goes up angry, and she grabs it and listens closely, and she had an electronic transference happen to her instantly. I mean, for the first time her ever experiencing anything paranormal, she had a bad experience enough to where they had to take her completely off the property.
Sure.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but, you know, if the first time I had something like that happen, I would definitely be thinking twice, you know, about going. And I'm not sure if she ever did again, but that is crazy that an electronic transference of an EVP. And the crazy thing is no one else that was there, the 4 or 5 other people, didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
And she played it, and she got it.
Well, it was meant for her. It was a message for her.
Yep.
You know, and it's, you know, you just said, like, if something like that happened, most people would think twice about it. Maybe I'm not smart.
We're diving right in. Brittany's
But
like, I'm going to do this. And I'm like, I got it. Don't worry. I'm ready.
Every time. But like to us, you know, and I can speak for our entire team. Like we are so committed to telling spirit stories. You know, yes, we can film and we can make really cool stuff and put out awesome, funny reels and do all this stuff. But like in the end, it's about telling these stories, you know, and I'll keep going back until I can't, you know,
100%.
I don't care, you know, and who's to say that when we go back to Jericho, what if nothing happens that time around? You know, I don't know. So it's all about, I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb, but I'm like, Nebby, let's go. And he's like, okay. And
yeah, I don't know, Brittany.
Dark
with that connection that you have, with that object and that connection that you have, I seriously doubt you guys will go. I seriously doubt you guys will go there and have nothing happen.
Probably not, because it's never happened yet.
Oh no, something will happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, stuff happens. You know,
You
people
wanna
are like, "Oh, we didn't have a ton of stuff at this location," and we walk in, and it's just
Yeah.
like, bam, 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 like all the time. And I'm like, I think
Yeah.
it's just our energy because spirits are like, we see you, we hear you, we want to do this with you too, and it's like
Right.
constant, nonstop.
You
Not
wanna tell them
like
about Bella and salad fingers?
you can't. How much time do we have?
So, probably
We
about
can
3
go
minutes.
over. Yeah, we can go over about 15 more minutes, and then I'll have to
Okay.
because we'll have a different show after that. But we got about
Okay.
15 if that's good for you. That's
Good.
good for you guys.
I think Bella and the salad fingers is a good example of what you're talking about here. How, you know, everyone's just like, oh, this is a great place. Oh, Larry and Brittany are here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and it didn't help that we had, you know, Cindy and Beth as well, our other two of our teammates. And Cindy is very, very sensitive, psychic medium as well. You know, she's still coming into her juju powers, and she's fantastic. You know, so we put her through these, you know, trials and tribulations to test her and to help grow. Right? I don't know why she stays with us, but
I don't know why either, but she loves us.
yes, bless her heart.
Right.
So we have this new location now that's actually only like 15 minutes for me, which is great. Sucks for everybody else. You know, I'm used to driving far away, so this is really nice for me. And it's an old chapel that has been moved 5 different times, multiple denominations in and out of this place. Has a lot of history, a lot of stuff just piled up in there. And you know, we get there the first night because we're going to film our investigation, and they had haunted tours going on. It's October time. So everything's like popping off already. They already got it started. And this sweet little girl, Bella, she's one of the tour guides there. She's just kind of showing us around. And we get to this one specific room. And we all just like, I wasn't walking through that doorway. Like it was just like a boom, don't do it. And we all stopped. And Bella's like, this is my favorite room. I hear this old lady talking and whispering, and it's so sweet. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. And Cindy's like, not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then Larry's like, I'm feeling really weird. And Beth's like, what's going on? You know, Beth being Beth, because she doesn't know.
Really
That's
accurate
about right.
description.
It is. So
Wow.
we finally all get in there, and it's not good. Like we couldn't get out fast enough. And then Bella leaves, and we're all by ourselves. And of course, we're not filming because we just wanted to vibe it out the first night, kind of see what we're working with. And it was not pretty. And I will let you continue, Larry.
So it's a bedroom, and it's not a big bedroom. So the bed takes up most of the space, and there's just a little walkway around the bed that leads to the bathroom. In the bathroom, we're seeing this
Devil's bathroom
shadow just kind of peeking around. And we're just like, hey, come on out. You can talk to us. And then after a while, you start seeing fingers on the door frame curling around the door frame, except the fingers are like growing extra long down the wall.
Wow.
They look like
To where
crazy tree limbs.
tree branches or salad fingers, which is what we,
Salad fingers.
you know, if you're a millennial, that's an easy way to describe it.
Yeah.
So it's just, we're all seeing these creepy fingers, and we're like, so
That's not normal.
you see that? Yeah, I see that. Oh, Beth sees that? Uh-oh.
Then we know we're in trouble when Beth sees something. Beth literally sees nothing ever.
Right.
But that's like her goal. I want to see stuff. And Beth's like, I see. I'm getting chills talking about it. Golly.
So the best part about this is Brittany's like standing next to the door of the bathroom, right in front of it. I'm across the bed. I'm like the furthest away, and I'm watching these fingers go down the wall sideways. And it starts like throwing black masses at her. And she's just like,
But everybody's seeing this. So like, I think maybe I'm going crazy. And then at the same time, like it goes into like the walkway into the kitchen, and you just hear like footsteps constantly, like they're running in, running out. And it's just like, we're trapped. And then just these black masses, and I'm like ducking and squealing and freaking out. And then finally the last one comes at me, and it's like this far away from my eye. There we go. And I was like, whoosh. And I was like, get me out of here. Like, I'm done. I can't. It's insane. And I was like, did everyone else see that? And they were like, yeah, that was really scary. So
Did you get
Yeah.
it? Did you film it? Did you catch it?
we didn't film him that night.
Of
That was
course
the first night
not.
where we're like, let's just vibe it out. But he comes the day, because we did day investigation, night investigation to compare and contrast. And he came out hot and heavy in both.
You did.
Not visually, but and we were just there filming again Monday, Tuesday, the same space.
Yep.
Interesting.
We have a lot of filming coming up at that location.
Yeah.
And we're doing our spirit die session. And he just keeps telling us tree, because I think because we were calling him tree man, tree
man.
fingers. And so he's just like tree. And
Yeah.
he kept wanting me to go sleep in that room. And
Yeah.
his spirit guide's like, trap, don't, nope, bleh.
Yep.
It's like, come here, little girl. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. So we start going, okay, well, if that room is not safe to sleep in, what room is safe to sleep in? None of them. Should we sleep on the couch? Yes. So
I
these
took
two
one section and he took the other section. And I'm like, this.
super experienced,
Did you
not
have your
afraid of the
cover
dark
holding
ghost
up?
hunters. Yeah, we're both sleeping on the couch like a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Yep.
So you guys, God, that's crazy.
It's
I have a
spooky.
pic. Can I show Shane? He's never seen Jericho. Can I show him a couple of
Yeah,
pictures?
please do.
Sure.
Yeah, is that okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. You guys will probably recognize that. You may even recognize the
Oh
car.
wow.
That's the school.
Okay.
The four classroom school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
That is the side of the old church.
yeah, I don't have a
Instantly hate
picture
it.
of the front. Now, this picture, I actually am drawn to this picture strangely.
So, Brittany, do you want to talk about the window in the attic?
I kind of want to ask Gwen why she's drawn to this though. Now we're testing Gwen.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Okay,
There you
I
go.
also
Hold on, let me put the
Was
picture back.
I also was in the attic for a short while, because I actually did a podcast that night we were there. But I am drawn to the attic. So if I actually get to go back, which I do plan on going back sometime next year if possible. Funny. Okay, when I slept that night, I won't tell all the details because I don't want everybody to know and then expect the same results.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get to catch what happened that night. But all night, all I could think about was going back to the attic. You need to come to the attic. I kept hearing it. Come to the
Boy,
attic.
that sounds familiar.
Yep,
Yeah.
come to the attic. Come to the attic. When we were in the church, I kept getting, come back to the convent. Come to the attic. And when we were in the school, I kept hearing. And somebody was doing some photography. The people that run it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be Kayla, but anyway. Yeah. We were in the school and they were doing it. And the whole time she's taking my pictures and we're doing the different, because she's very creative, as you guys, I'm sure know.
Mm-hmm.
I kept getting, come to the attic, come to the attic. Well, ever since I've been home, every time I start thinking about that time, it's the attic. So I know that when I go back, I have to go in the attic and I have to be by myself. And I
don't. No.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
it's probably not a good idea.
I got you.
I'm
Well,
telling you
even
right
if
now,
I do,
please don't.
I'll maybe have somebody on the stairs or something close. But I am
like my
drawn
eyes
to
are
that
watering right now. Like that's not good. Not good.
So you guys are feeling what I've got cold chills from head to toe right now. But I keep thinking, and that picture, if you get you guys have been there, so you get what when I see that picture.
I get it.
Yeah.
Brittany's feeling what you should do.
Yeah.
I'm feeling, hey, listen.
Let's do it.
Make for a really good shot if you film that.
Yep.
And while it's intense, it might be worth it.
Well,
you're the enabler.
Well,
I'm just here
thank
to make
you.
sure everyone has a good time.
I'm going back, and I'm going to go to the attic. And even if I have somebody with me, I'm going because I've been hearing it. I went and I looked the date up and I had it it was like that last part of August, first part of September when we went.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to spend a whole lot of time, but I want to go back for a couple of days at least. But when I go, I'm going to the attic just because I'm not sure if I'm stupid or just that.
Okay.
I need to know why I need to go to the attic. And
see, I can tell you not to do it. That is bad.
But you would do it.
I do it, yeah.
And he would do it.
But this is don't copy what you see on TV or monkey see.
Don't
monkey
do what we
right?
did. Yeah.
Yes,
don't do
but because you're going to do it,
Yep.
have someone on the stairs. Yep. At least they can see you a little bit. And also, what did you see up in the attic?
I don't want to say on here because remember I'm doing my little docu-series too. So, but I will tell you off the camera.
Okay.
I will tell you off the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Well, then when you do that, let's see if it matches up with what Brittney saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
apparently
interested.
Neil saw it too. And when Neil heard me say it, he's like, "Oh shit, what?"
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
In the attic, in the same place, like multiple people.
I think everybody experienced something. Okay, Nathaniel has a comment, and I missed him with the pictures up, and we were talking. I just got caught up for a minute. But he says, if it means Gwen gets terrified, I'm here for it, Larry.
Right?
As long as she is safe,
right?
Of course. Yeah.
As long as Brittney is safe, let's go ahead and send her into the shadow room. And if need be, I'll just carry her out. It'll be fine.
I get
Which
it.
is true. Like it's hard for him to keep track of me because I'm there 1 minute and next minute I skedaddle off and he's like, Brittney, where's Brittney? And I'm just like shrouded by darkness and whatever. I'm like, they told me to come here. So now I'm here. And he's like, damn it, Brittney.
Just imagine somebody frolicking through like a field of flowers, except the flowers
see
are
her
shadows.
just there she is.
Yeah, I am. And
well, you guys, we definitely are going to have to compare notes. And if crazy enough, if it would happen that we could all go a little bit at the same time, even if it's like some of us go and then some, and then we meet there, that would be cool. Mm-hmm. That would be cool.
Yeah, definitely, guys. This has been an awesome time, and I love having these conversations. But like you guys before, we can keep on and keep on. Okay. So I gotta have you guys back after you guys do some more. I gotta have you guys back, and let's do this again because this has been a blast.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. You two are awesome. You're two of my favorite people that I like to follow. And I really love seeing
everybody hear that. I hope everybody heard that.
I follow you guys too, and I tell you that already. And when we were chatting, I said, "Look, I follow you guys. I like everything for you, and
Oh, I really do. And I've always have. One of the. I saw a picture of Larry there, and he had that big square thing where he's holding the camera like this. And I'm like, Larry, how do you get into a room?
It's a thing. It's a song and dance.
It's a song and dance.
Well, you got to think, I'm 6'2", and then the arm that goes above me usually adds about 4 to 6 inches. So I'm coming into a room at already like 6'6", 6'8". And then sometimes the ring is wider than the door frame, but the camera has to go through smooth. So it has to go through at a slight angle. I have to dip down, but raise the camera up.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, go lower. Don't get up yet. Wait.
Meanwhile, my knees are feeling like water balloons about to burst. My back's about to get thrown out, and my hips
I know that's
on the
right.
verge of popping.
Oh man!
So it's like,
I know that's right.
All for the shot.
Well, guys, listen. Won't you tell everybody how to get a hold of you?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can obviously reach us at our own personal Facebook accounts, and these are our names that are on there, and we both have blue check marks, but we would love it if you go to our team Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is From Ashes to Echoes Paranormal, and also on Instagram, but I think it actually says Faye Paranormal through Instagram.
Yeah, the @ is Faye _paranormal.
Okay.
Yeah, you
So-
guys, please do. Whoever's watching, if you guys have not, go subscribe to them. These are awesome, awesome people. I mean, you hear the stories, guys. I mean, you get anybody that listened to this whole podcast. I mean, you can see that they have some interesting stuff going on. And besides that, they're two wonderful people, and they're good-hearted people. And you guys will love them the same way that I do, and everybody else that I talk to also.
Well, and by the end of December-ish, we should have an announcement to premiere our new show. So I think we're actually making the announcement in 2 or 3 weeks. We talked about
December 7th.
December 7th. So we're making the announcement of what the show is.
Huge.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's amazing.
Let us
And
know ahead of
please,
time.
yeah, let us know. And I'll get Gwen to put that in a commercial, even for when other shows come
Give me a
on.
commercial and tell me you can do it this day, and I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We'll
You're
definitely do it. We want to support you guys, and we really love everything that you're doing. And I want to thank you both for coming on and making this show amazing.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Couldn't do
Thank
it without awesome hosts, so we really appreciate you guys.
Yes.
You make it easy.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the way it's supposed to be.
Organic. I always want these shows to be organic and very comfortable feeling.
Yes.
You know, I don't like it when it gets like to where there's like stagnant areas and stuff like that. So I really appreciate this conversation. I really appreciate you two for being here.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Well, I hope you guys have a good night.
All
Okay,
right, you too.
Thanks,
You
guys.
guys hang out for just a minute. I'm gonna pull you down and we'll end. If you just got a couple minutes, that'd be great.
Okay.
All right.
Well, guys, I mean, as the
Amazing
Echoes, I mean, those two are wonderful people. And like they said, please go to their Facebook, their Instagram, everything. Follow them. I mean, they have a lot of stuff going on, and they are wonderful, wonderful people. I wanted to thank you all for being on. Thank you for listening to all this wonderful stories that were going on. I've got some good people lined up, especially going into the new year. So I appreciate each and every one of you being here. But for now, you guys stay safe, be blessed always, and stay spooky, people. Peace.
Sorry, had a glitch. Give me just a second.
When you were
Not even
causing a serious
No,
awkward
it's
silence.
Gremlins. It is the Gremlins. Anyway, thank you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you, guys.